Please be seated. Good afternoon. My name is Chris Louder, Superintendent of Cabarrus County Schools, and on behalf of the Cabarrus County Board of Education and the Cabarrus County Schools Administration, I would like to welcome you to today's graduation ceremony as we celebrate and recognize the class of 2015. As I began to reflect on what message I wanted to share with the graduating class of 2015, I tried to think of something profound that you guys may remember 25 years from now. And as I pondered this, I realized that I don't remember anyone even speaking at my own graduation, much less what was actually said. So I decided to recalibrate a little bit and shoot for something maybe that you might remember tonight or possibly tomorrow. While searching for the perfect phrase to use from quotes and other things that are out there, I kept coming back to a line from one of my favorite television shows of all time called Friday Night Lights. If you've never seen this show, it's about a football coach in Dillon, Texas. And like all great television and film, it's really not about football at all. It's about the journey of life and how we interact with each other in relationships and friendships. While I'm not a big football fan, I'm a huge fan of the show and of the coach on the show, Coach Eric Taylor. In the series, Coach Taylor has this saying he says with his team. It says, clear eyes, full hearts, and the team always says, can't lose. Whenever they need motivation or where they're in a big moment, he says, clear eyes, full hearts, and they say, can't lose. It becomes the mantra for the team, and it really becomes the theme for the television show. Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. The more I thought about that, the more I realized it contains everything that I want to convey to you today as you graduate from high school. The first part of that message is clear eyes. As you begin to enter into the world, you should do that with clear eyes. This means that you should dive in and see everything you can while you can. It means that you should have your eyes open to new things and new experiences. It means that you search for clarity and truth, and you should not see the things that are fake, but instead see the world as it really is. It means that you have to know who you are and accept yourself with both the good and the bad as you enter into this world with clear eyes. It also means that at times you'll have to struggle and work to see the good in the world and in other people. There are bad people and bad things in this world, but if you really try to see the world with clear eyes, you will find that good defeats evil. It always has and it always will, but there will be times when you have to rub your eyes and really work to see the good in the world and in other people. So keep looking for the good and make sure your eyes are clear. The second part of that message is full hearts. As you begin to enter into the world, you should do that with a full heart. A full heart means you love as much and as hard as you possibly can. It means to love your neighbor, it means you love your family and your loved ones, and it means to not be afraid to love others. So as you sit here as the last time that you all may be together as a class, I encourage you to make sure that you tell everyone that you love how much they mean to you. If you have a crush on a certain girl or guy, I encourage you to let them know. 20 years from now, you may regret that you didn't say, you know, I've loved you since the 3rd grade. If you've never told the teacher that made a difference for you, even if she was your kindergarten teacher, how much she meant to you and in your life, I encourage you to seek them out and tell them what a difference they made in your life. If you haven't told your grandparents that you love them, go up and throw your arms around them after this ceremony and tell them that you love them. It will mean the world to them. If you've not told your parents how much you love them and that the sacrifices they made for you made a difference, do it before this day ends. Because you see, the things that mean the most in this world revolve around love and making sure the people around you know how much you love them. If you live your life this way, where you love and appreciate the people around you, you will be a very happy person. So keep loving and make sure your heart is full. And so as you stand on the edge of adulthood and independence with all the world in your life in front of you, I say congratulations, class of 2015. We're all so proud of you and all of your accomplishments. Go out into this world with clear eyes and a full heart, because if you do that, you can't lose.
On behalf of the Hickory Ridge High School Class of 2015, I welcome you to this graduation ceremony. Thank you for coming to celebrate with us. School board, administrators, teachers, families, and friends, we are grateful to you for your support and help in reaching this milestone. We could not be where we are today without each one of you. Your support has enabled us to finish our high school education, and we'll be counting on you as we venture into this new chapter of our lives. Dads, your daughters will still call you when their cars break down, and moms, your sons will call about how much detergent to put in a load of laundry, and probably lots of other things. Teachers, you may still get emails about essay advice, and friends, you will most certainly get those calls that last way past midnight about our latest life news. Be patient with us. We need your encouragement. Graduates, we are done. In the next hour, we will become official alumni of Hickory Ridge High School. Despite what it may have felt like some days, these diplomas we are about to receive represent more than sitting through lectures about America's history and doing math worksheets. They represent completing a long and demanding journey of approximately 2,340 school days. Behind these diplomas are the passing and a few failing grades, the grueling choral and band competitions, and the wins and losses in sports. Of course, if you're a volleyball player, that was a lot of wins. Thanks, Coach Jason. Behind these diplomas are relationships that will continue, but are now changing. Relationships with teachers whom we've loved and will value, and with friends whom we've loved. Graduation day is like looking into a kaleidoscope. It's a day full of jumbled up memories and pictures from our entire childhoods. Enjoy the memories, enjoy the moments. Congratulations, class of 2015.
Hey, how's it going? Well, I'm Jake Selvey, and I am the Hickory Ridge Student Body President. I think I would have practiced that before. I have the honor today of introducing our distinguished guests on the stage, so I'm going to do that, and then afterwards I'll say a few words if that's cool with you guys. Today we have Dr. Chris Louder, the Superintendent, Dr. Jason Van Hoekelum, Deputy Superintendent, Ms. Lynn Reimer, Assistant Superintendent of School Operations, Ms. Kelly Klutz, Chief Financial Officer, Mrs. Donna Smith, Executive Director of Student Services, Mrs. Glenda Jones, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Mr. Matthew Fail, Executive Director of Organizational Planning and Accountability, Dr. Robert Kirk, Chief of Staff for the Office of the Superintendent, Mr. Barry Shoemaker, Board of Education Chair, Dr. Jeff Phillips, Board of Education Vice Chair, Mrs. Carolyn Carpenter, Board of Education, Mr. Tim Furr, Board of Education, Mr. David Harrison, Board of Education, Mr. Vince Powell, Board of Education, and Mr. Rob Walter, Board of Education. The people I introduced all have one thing in common. They have decided to find a way to excel and to make a difference. And today I would like to challenge us all to do the same. None of us are the same people that we were 4 years ago. I'm not just talking about our Throwback Thursday pictures on Instagram. I'm talking about how we've progressed as people, and over the next 4 years, we're going to change the same amount, if not more, than we already have. We all struggle with our confidence. We don't really know who we are yet or who we're going to be, but now is the time to find out. The most important thing is to be you. Be rad, be authentic, and be different. So take a class that inspires you. Join a club that makes you think, and above all, stand out. If you're going to be a doctor, be like Dr. Wirt Neal, who dedicated his life to treating people in and out of the office. Be that doctor who calls his patients at home on a Saturday. If you're going to be like a teacher, be like Mrs. Chevron, whose love and attention went so far beyond the walls of her first grade classroom that she's still here today teaching me 12 years later. Be Nate Bargalow, and by that I mean be the teacher that not only inspires the subject that you are teaching, but is also real enough to make your students feel like they can trust you and come to you with guidance. If you're going to be a principal, I think you guys know who I'm going to say you should be like. You should be like Michelle Klein, who somehow magically finds the balance between being our friend and making us feel loved, while simultaneously causing us to live in fear of her office. All of these people understand it. If you're going to be a friend, be the friend who will take someone Sonic and watch Moonrise Kingdom just to wish them good luck on the SAT of the next day. Be thankful for the ones that you can share a comfortable silence with or eat too much Waffle House and instantly regret it. I guess what I'm trying to say is that it doesn't matter what we do, but how we do it. Take everything 1 degree more. Be more than the guy on student council. Be more than the athlete or the straight-A student. Be a forward thinker and find your voice. Lastly, be thankful. Hopefully we have at least one person here today to whom we owe our success. I'm lucky enough to have several. So be thankful for your dad, who will get the extra hours at work to be able to pay for your vacation so he can spend more time with you, or drop everything he's doing so he'll watch the stupid YouTube video that you want to show him and not completely interested. Be grateful for the mom that you have that will know nothing about pre-cal but stay up till 2 in the morning trying to figure it out with you because you didn't do your homework all week. Be thankful for the siblings that you can share your inside jokes with, so when everyone else is kind of making you angry, you can go to them and just say something that no one else understands and have a good laugh. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention my grandfather, who passed away on Christmas Eve this past year. He wanted to be here more than anything, and his greatest pride and excitement came from his family. So thank those that you love while you can. I'll wrap it up by saying I want us all to be inspired and awakened. Make radical moves to better yourselves and better the lives of those around you. I'm rooting for all of us. Thank you, and go Bulls.
People come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you.
Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I knew you. I have been changed for you.
It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made from what I learned from you. You'll be with me, like a handprint on my heart.
And now whatever way our stories end,
do believe I have been changed for the better.
And because I knew you, because I know you, because I knew you, I have been changed for good.
We're finally gathered together as soon-to-be graduates, eagerly waiting to receive our diplomas to mark the end of an important stage of our lives. You all have worked tirelessly and definitely deserve this moment, but let's not forget to thank our biggest supporters and most helpful mentors that guided us through all the tough times that we faced up until today. Right now, we all feel bound together by a single uniting factor: graduation. It's poetic, but we all know our whole high school experience wasn't so simple. Like one huge family reunion, the past drama, embarrassing memories, and silly mistakes are put behind us as we enjoy the present celebration and the company of our loved ones. We've spent a grueling 4 years struggling through early mornings and late nights while running on nothing but junk food, caffeine, and cafeteria cookies. For the most part, we all had a similar high school experience. We sat through the same presentations on issues facing our school and community. We ran to class to avoid detention. We attended school plays. We cheered for our bulls. And we went on massive rants about homework on social media. We were even taught some of the same curriculum. I know this because I can mention the word mitochondria and everybody instantly knows it's the powerhouse of the cell. But despite having similar high school experiences, we all managed to stay completely unique in all that we accomplished. Hickory Ridge's class of 2015 consists of some of the most dynamic and impressive athletes, scholars, artists, and leaders that I have ever seen. The following classes have a tough act to follow. I am proud to say that I am graduating with Hickory Ridge's class of 2015, and I expect all of you to feel the same. We've had our fair share of laughs, ranging from our tweets that praised our superintendent, Barry Shepard, for calling in snow days to the extremely believable claims of a pool on the roof. Unfortunately, with all these pleasant memories, we've had some tough ones too. And though we can always reminisce about the good times, we are sure to keep in mind our tragic loss of our kind-hearted peer, Caitlin Ziegler. In our weakness, we draw from each other's strength, and we're suddenly able to accept the unfortunate truth with a warm sense of community. We all have been touched by the life of our dear friend in ways that you may or may not even realize. As we continue to grow older, I hope that this family that we've become a part of never breaks apart. I hope our creativity stays golden and our humor stays young. I hope we don't drastically change ourselves, but at the same time, I'm hoping that we all do change to improve ourselves. Change is a funny word because it always comes with a strictly positive or negative connotation. But if there's one thing I learned in high school, it's that change is essential. It is definitely not easy, nor is it always wanted, but it is always necessary. Like the wise Heraclitus once claimed, the only constant is change. Do not be afraid of change. See it as a learning opportunity and a chance to become someone that you weren't before. Even if right now we all seem to be in a similar state of mind, we will all walk out of this arena and tread our separate paths and experience life in our own ways. Every few months when we see each other again, we will all be slightly more mature, humorous, intelligent, and understanding. I hope we all value the necessity of change in our lives and use it as motivation to take good risks, go to new places, try new things, trust others, and open up our minds. The desire we feel towards positive change in our lives should inspire us to become our own role models and encourage others to do the same. We are all more than capable of becoming agents of change within our families, communities, and world. No matter where we end up, always take the values you learned at Hickory Ridge with you, and remember, the only constant is change.
Marshals, please take your places. Gabrielle Nishia Alston. Michael James Ambrosio. Dallas Michael Anderjack. William Quinn Armistead. Emily Elizabeth Ashley. Naja Victoria Augustus. Bobby Laverne Babson II. Rebecca Balaj. Marianne Barrieter. Philippe Bajeto Hayes. Dylan John Basilis. Braden Allen Bockham. Summer Marie Beeling. Nicholas Scott Bider. Elise Blythe Bennett. Caitlin Elizabeth Bennett. Seth William Bentley. Megan Madeline Berry. Austin Gabriel Beverly. Riley Nicole Bissonette. Beth Amber Bohasic. Laura Ann Bolenbecker. Philip George Bonifield. Kayla Marie Bossart. Wesley Thomas Bost. Cheyenne Nicole Brazington. Alexander Scott Brewer. Jackson Brindle. Jonathan Tyler Brisson. Chelsea Jordan Bromeyer. Adeline Joy Buchanan. Alexandra Maureen Bird. Mackenzie Lane Burnett. Melanie Daisy Camargo. Christopher Cambridge Knipe. Michael David Canizzo. Morgan Catherine Carr. Brianna Elizabeth Carey. Kelly Lynn Castleberry. Rosh Caleb Yu Chan. Dion Voltaire Chappell. William Thomas Chapman. Kyle Thomas Childers. Jaden Kelsey Christenberry. Nicholas Christian Chachio. Moesha Jennifer Ciceron. David Justin Clancy. Sterling Chase Clifton. Chadrick Solon Cochran. Kenny Ray Cochran. Joshua Ross Coleman. Maria Belen Colmont. Kimberly Ashton Compton. Alicia Raven Cook. Carly Drew Cook. Abigail Rose Coppolo. Philip Blair Corbett II. Megan Janine Coyle. Matthew Chase Cranston. Jarrell Michael Crawford. Michael Robert Cruiser. Benjamin Elvis Kung. Amani James Curie Muir. Donovan Chance Daniels. Sarah Mackenzie Davidson. Alexis Renee Davis. Matthew Mario DeCesar. Jason Todd Denny. Sarah Nicole Dilday. Marie Evelyn Jacqueline Devo. Palmer LaShondal Dupree Jr. Serena Durish.
Austin Joseph Easley. Christina Nicole Eaton. Brianna Nicole Edwards. Gabriel Ether. Amber Janae Ewing. Brandon Lewis Foss. Eric Jamison Ferenc. Lawton Daniel Fugger. Allison Taylor Fisher. Garrett Michael Fisher. Sherry Elizabeth Fisher. Eric Joseph Fox. Brittany Ruth Freeman. Cameron Nicole Funderburk. Amaya Celeste Galloway. Matthew Quinton Garcia. Jordan Emily Gardner. Kennedy Isabel Gardner. Madison Sierra Gardner. Rodney Wayne Garner II. Chase Austin Garafola. Justin Mitchell Jem. Greg Allen Giddings. Kelly Leanne Giddings. Madison Ann Goers. Leah Ashlyn Goodman. Stephen Zemarai Graham. DeMarcus Devonte Grayson. Leanna Lee Griffin. Daniel Joseph Grockmal. April Elizabeth Grew. Alexander Joseph Gruce. Zachary Daniel Hagg. Ayana Brianne Hall. Faith Yvonne Hall. Ashley Brooke Harrelson. Demi Sinclair Harris. Paulina Larjoy Antonio Haza. Sydney Danielle Hay. Devin Keontae Hayes. Jared Tanner Hayes. Catherine Lee Haynes. Kyle Keith Heineke. Kaylee Rebecca Henderson. Tyler David Henderson. Colin Tyler Heen. Matthew Connor Hill. Kevin Grayson Hines. Peyton Anna Marie Hitchcock. Jay Justin Hoffner. Noah Reese Postclaw. Lindsay Nicole Horn. Daniel Tillman Houchin. Bria Long Houston. Angelina Rain Hughes. Sophoni Isaac. Brianna Jackson. Demarius Shanice Jacobs. Jesse Wayne Jacobs. Jaden Earson Janvier. Alexis Jade Jewel Scott. Alyssa Marie Jolly. Brandon Tyler Jones. Colin Austin Jones. Jordan Ethan Jones. Nicholas Alexander Jones. Thomas Michael Jones. Tyler Daquan Jones. Olivia Nicole Jorgensen. Talha Karimi. Jacob Ethan Keel. Caroline Grace Kelly. Samantha Kennedy. Saad Muhammad Khan. Lucy Kim. Griffin Mitchell Kimberlin. Jessica King. Jonathan Taylor Kitchens. Julia Grace Klein. Kimberly Ann Coble. Jacob Christopher Kuman. Paige Lynette Kastrab. Carly Elizabeth Kressler. Barrett Edwin Kriminger. Vikash R. Kumar. Sarah Bethany Purcell.
Amanda Noel Lagarde. Ariel Marina Lawson. Preston Miles Ledbetter. Austin J. Lee. Phoebe Guhead Lee. Cody Chase Lee. Julia Ashley Lesko. Dominique Kiana Lewis. Ian Gregory Lewis. Christian Dwayne Lindler. Abigail Laura Liotti. Dylan Reed Long. Sydney Taylor Long. Stephanie Abigail Lopez Maldonado. Vinny Gagaj Loba. Amani Toriando Love. Nicholas Anthony Lovely. Blair Elise Lucas. Grant Daniel Lucas. Morgan Julianne Lyman. Nirvana Nirapa Madhu. Ayana Rochelle Marshall. Kendra Lee Martin. Jessie Christine Masiello. Robert Anthony Masucci. Jordan Nicholas Macchioni. Jordan Monroe Mattingly. Matthew George McDaniel. Joseph Patrick McGovern. Michael David McLaughlin. Samantha Reese McLendon. William James McManaman. Kyle Anthony Meertens. Abrar Tassin Mesbah. James Richard McCaleb. Ashley Ann Minlin. Jordan Max Mitchell. Malik Frank Moore. Tyreek Frank Moore. Danielle Faith Moran. Alejandro Moreno. Keith Dakota Mosley. Nathan Michael Mullen. Kayla Marie Mutterer. Abigail Megan Knockley. Kenya Fernanda Navarez Guerrero. Emma Teresa Neely. Erica Lee Newby. Cody Doyle Newton. Tiffany Doris Odoms. Diane A. Akaraku. Elizabeth Ann Olson. Tanya Alexis Owens. William Reed Pace. Inya Palacios. Tierra Jenna Haram. Catherine Carly Parker. Summer Alexandra Parks. Krudi Sanjeev Patel. Allison Claire Pennell. Urieli Ruby Perez. Alexis Chardonnay Perry. Brandon David Perry. Carly Jennifer Perry. Donnell Patrick Peterson. Mallory Ann Phillips. Kenneth Everett Pierce. Mallory Gail Pierce. Sarah Catherine Pillsbury. Elijah Reed Porter. Anthony Sason Pastelero. Cody Wayne Powers. India Simone Presnell. Valerie Michelle Prude. Graham Carrick Puckett. Haley Elaine Ratliff. Tiffany Ann Rector. Brittany Nicole Reeves. Adam Ritchie. Reese Aaron Rivera. Victoria Nicole Rivera. Cassandra Paige Robinson. Taylor Elaine Robinson. Benjamin Keith Roddy. David Matthew Roundtree Jr. Ivana Rubiano. Andre Todd Rucker. Joseph Gregory Ruffalo. John Michael Ruisi. Dylan Ray Rumpel. Samuel Taylor Rupp. Noah Abgay Russum. Mitchell Rukowski. Nicholas Paul Ryan.
Helen Elizabeth Sanders. Brooke Kirsten Savage. Sydney Caroline Schilling. Andrew Christopher Self. Jacob Richard Selvey. Noah Adam Shaw. Madison Lauren Schimberg. Jordan Michael Short. Brittany Carol Simmons. Taylor Louise Simmons. Will Jackson Semino. Cameron Alexis Sinclair. Madison Faith Sisson. Patricia Skuljewska. Mason McLean Slingluff. Brianna Mackenzie Slough. Clarice Ellen Smith. Riley David Smith. Amari Cheyenne Smothers. Dallas Ray Safa. Shelby Lee Sowell. Anthony Richard Spina. Alexis Faye Spivey. Colin Ryan Sprinkle. Cree Catherine St. Just. David Stein. Nicholas Braden Steichleather. Abigail Hope Still. Eden Elizabeth Still. Brandon Lee Stinson. Brooke Angeli Stonemetz. Jalen Malik Stowe. Brian Alexander Straight. Nash Martin Stuhan. Amber Michelle Sturdivant. Brandon Ronald Sweat. Matthew Aaron Tauber. Catherine Ann Thayer. Colin Andrew Tierney. Nicole Ashley Tadero. Spencer David Trevette. Kayla Elizabeth Tucker. Zachary Daniel Toomey. Karen Reagan Turner. Brock Thomas Lee Tuttle. Kyle Bradley Tyson. Dominic John Verleza. Winter Helen Voss. Austin David Vogt. Jasmine Nalia Wade Davis. Danielle Renee Walker. Caitlin Ann Wallace. Mary Catherine Wallace. Matthew Thomas Walters. Nicholas Alexander Ward. Jordan Eric Waters. Kalia Debris Waver. Laura Scott Weaver. Kristen Lynn Weiderman. Jenna Marie Worth. Dylan Chase Wisnott. Aaron Whitaker. Mary Catherine Whitley. Bryce J. Williford IV. Kimberly Willett. Haley Elizabeth Williams. McKaylee Tennille Williams. Rachel Dawn Michelle Williams. Troy Michael Williams. Victoria Ann Williams. Madison Renee Willis. Xavier Adara Witherspoon. Tamar Angela Woodard. James Wu. Alman Young III. Caroline Jane Ziegler.
Okay, seniors, I know that you guys are eager to get out of here, but I can't let you go without saying a couple words to you first. I just want to remind you that at your freshman orientation 4 very long years ago, I challenged you all to rise to the expectations of being a student in an honor school of excellence. As sophomores, I challenge you to embrace the rigor of advanced placement pairings. As juniors, I challenged you to create your awesome, and we were all challenged to pull together to overcome the loss of one of our very own. On the first day of your senior year, I challenged you not to settle and just not to get by in your final year, but rather to push yourselves that 1 degree more. Collectively, you as the class of 2015 have done just that. You have achieved the highest scores in Cabarrus County Schools on your ACT, on the work keys, and you have the highest number of students challenging themselves in advanced placement classes. You have also raised money for community and worldwide organizations, including JDRF, Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation, Second Harvest Food Bank, the Red Cross, and the Community Blood Center. Your athletic teams advanced to state playoffs in football, girls and boys basketball, volleyball, track and field, cross country, boys and girls tennis, girls and boys soccer, baseball, softball, swimming, and wrestling. Your senior class is responsible for starting the first ever Hickory Ridge High School girls golf team. So pioneers. Also, because of you all, we won the Wells Fargo Cup for the best athletic program in our conference for the first time ever. Your chorus and your band and your winter guard ensembles earned straight superiors in their competitions this year. And our spring musical Fame earned a Blooming nomination. And another first for Hickory Ridge High School, our Quiz Bowl team competed in a national competition in Chicago a couple of weeks ago. You guys sitting right there earned $4.4 million in scholarship money. 98% of you walked across the stage and graduated today. 89% of you will go on to attend 2 or 4-year colleges. I personally thank you for rising to the challenge and going 1 degree more. But you know me, that's not quite all. So today on your graduation, I have one more challenge for you. And that is, don't ever forget the lessons that you learned at Hickory Ridge High School. But don't let them define who you are either. Use these experiences as the foundations for the amazing individuals that you will become next year, in 10 years, and in 50 years. And I promise you all that I and your other administrators and your counselors and your teachers and your bus drivers and everyone at Hickory Ridge High School who cares about you will be watching. And we are expecting unbelievable things from you guys. So without further ado, marshals, please take your places. Seniors, please rise. It is now my distinct privilege to pronounce you as Hickory Ridge High School graduates for the class of 2015.